So as we talked about with the link below on the different market stats that's going on here in Northeast Florida, the thing that we need to take into account is right now we're seeing the days on market for homes increase. We're seeing that increase up to 35% over this time last year. Yeah, so the days on market is going up. Now, with the same time, we're starting to see, like we talked about in some of my earlier videos, we're starting to see the prices balance out. So what that means is that you are not getting a home. Let's say your neighbor who has your exact same house, completely identical. A year ago, what would happen is they'd put it on the market, they'd sell it. The next day you could go and you could put it on for $15,000 more and you would get it. It's not happening right now, guys. I know, no, you didn't miss out. I know you're worried about, man, is this going too fast? I mean, are we not gonna make any money? No. Home prices are still up year over year. And over the last 3 years, if you have bought a house within the last 3 years, you have equity in your home. You can make money if you price it accordingly. So we just need to be aware that home prices are going up. I mean, that days on market are going up, but also at the same time, we're seeing about 25% of all listings, yes, 25% of all listings drop their price. Yeah, 25%. That is happening. You need to be aware that if you price your house outside of the market, and once again, talk to your agent. Have a real adult conversation about this, not just, hey, Mr. Agent, we want to sell our house. Great, let's sell it for as much as we can sell it for. Okay, we want it sold tomorrow. Yeah. Could that happen? Yes. Do I think that's going to happen in this market? I'm not seeing a lot of it, unless you price it to where it needs to be priced. So just be aware, we're seeing homes drop their price. 25% of all listings on the market will do a price reduction. That is happening. And you also need to be aware is that right now when people are coming in, buyers are coming in, they might give you a full price offer, but they might also ask for closing costs. I know, closing costs, what, closing costs? Yeah, no, I know it didn't happen in the last year, but this is what the new market is. People will ask for closing costs. Since the Fed has bumped up the rate so much, home affordability has gone down. Yes, home affordability. That is an index that is used in the real estate market. And with home pricings where they are, especially in Jacksonville, where the median home price is about $380,000, with the interest rate going up, home affordability has gone down. It's happened. It makes sense on an economic level of if it costs you more money to buy a house and the payment is more and it takes up more of your budget, home affordability has gone down. So you need to be prepared that somebody could ask for closing costs. That's why we need to talk about what is the bottom line that you want out of your house. Going all the way back to our first point. So when we're going back to our first point, we're saying, what are we doing next? What's the next step here? What money do we need for that? You need to have that in your mind from the beginning. If you are married or you have a significant other, you guys need to have an adult conversation about that. You need to figure that out before we get into this. When I go and I sit down with people, that's one of the first questions I ask them is, how much money do you need for your next step in life? And if they don't know, that's fine, no problem. Well, let's talk about it. Let's get out the pen and the paper and let's walk through this. Hey, let's walk through our budget. What does our budget look like? What do we want for a down payment? Et cetera, et cetera. Have those conversations. It's gonna make things a whole lot easier when we go and we get you an offer, your agent gets you an offer, and boom, you know what? We don't know if this works out for us or not. We haven't really thought about it. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're talking about generational money here. We're talking about your family. Sit down, have an adult conversation, write it out, figure out what you need so that when an offer does come in, you know how to appropriately handle that. But like I said, the market is changing. So when we're gonna go price your house, we need to be aware of that. We need to be aware that, hey, If we're gonna start out a little bit higher, which is okay, we're gonna start out a little bit higher, you need to know that there is a likelihood, a 25 to 30% likelihood, you're probably gonna have to drop your price. That's okay, just as long as you know it going into it. And you need to have a strategy, yes, a strategy. Talk with your agent on the strategy of how to reduce the price. When are you gonna do it? What does the marketing look like? What do open houses look like? There's all strategy to all of this, but you just need to know about it so you know to ask about it. Once again, that's why we're here. That's why I'm trying to serve you and educate you and empower you to have that conversation with your agent.